I have the privilege of speaking all over the world on the topic of generosity. It's a genuine privilege. And I love what I do. I mean, I love it. And that's a word that sometimes, especially in business crowds, the word love, when that gets tossed out, there's some shifting in the seats. There's some scratching of heads, especially if I'm speaking in front of an HR crowd. They're like, love? Did he say love? Get out Form 93. We're going to have to. There are a lot of people who think that love has no business in business. Well, I disagree. The people that I speak to, the most successful people in their arenas, and I don't care if it's sales or marketing or professional athletes, they all use the same language. They all say the same thing, and that is, I love what I do. I love my team. I love my guys. I love my job. Love is the language of champions. And now, let's be clear. I'm not talking about romantic, hand-holding, walks on the beach kind of love, right? The ancient Greeks learned long time ago that there are different types of love. It's not just one kind of love, right? There's philia love, the brotherly friendship type of love, right? And then, of course, there's eros love, the romantic, sexual kind of love. And since it's 8 o'clock in the morning, enough said about that. But then there's agape love. And I know that in a group full of Christian business leaders, this is something that many of you know a lot about. This is what the Greeks called the highest form of love. It's a servant, selfless kind of love. And it's something that we as business leaders need to talk a lot more about. Because in this environment, in this business culture that we're in, we're all looking for those edges. We're all looking for those little advantages. And agape love, generous love, is really the secret sauce here that we need to talk about. And it's not something that's just nice to have. It can be your secret weapon. Now, I'm a word guy. I love the language. I love writing and speaking, and I think words have just such power to move the spirit, move the soul. And so when I began speaking about generosity, I had to look more deeply into it. It turns out the word generosity as we know it comes from the Latin generasis, which means of noble birth. Well, that kind of stung me a little bit because I don't know about you, but my upbringing on the west side of Chicago was about as far from noble as you can get. And so this really troubled me. How can I reconcile generosity, noble birth, and the practical reality of my life? Well, I sought answers in all of the typical places, and I found one in the typical place, in Scripture. 1 Peter, he has given us a new birth into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and into an inheritance that cannot perish and is kept in heaven for you. I've been baptized in Jesus Christ. Is there a more noble birth that is available to any of us? I think not.